Hello, guys.
Hello,
Good
sir. Good afternoon, sir.
afternoon. Good afternoon. First of all, sorry about it. Actually, I completely forgot, and the reason is there is a PhD interview that's going on right now for the new PhD students. So I was doing this interview, and in that process, I completely forgot. Yeah, so Sanjay Soni actually he reminded me. Then I realized, oh, I missed it. So anyway, so I hope it's okay. But we can still conduct till 3:30. So and if there is a need, we can also have one more live session before your exam. Okay, so thanks, Sanjay Soni, for reminding me actually, so otherwise I would have missed it completely.
Yes,
But
sir, no problem.
as I was telling, so today is also the PhD interview. So students, the interview of the new PhD students, so this week actually. So I was quite distracted there actually. I was, so I did not realize that there was also live session. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so can we start now? So any questions, any doubt you have? As you know, your exam is on Saturday. Yeah, so and we are done with the coursework. So all the lectures already done. So it is typically 42 lectures, but we have covered the syllabus already. So no need to do more. So as you know, like in fact, as you complained also, so the lectures are more than 1 hour and so on. So but the thing is, you will see in most of the lectures, you will see we also have like we start from the scratch, deriving the differential equation itself, so which all things are actually not part of the course. We assume that you have the differential equation, from there you have to solve it. Yeah, so but still I think it's good to revise so that we understand, so because of that, all those things. Yeah, I have also solved the problems in some video lectures, so those will be the part of tutorials. Yeah, so just try to help. Yeah, so questions. No questions.
Rahul, sir. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
Sir, in a B,
yeah, yeah.
uh, let us say if I want to find out the reaction, then how we can find out reaction?
Reaction forces. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So reaction will be as you do with like with any other problem. So what you have to do is basically you multiply with, right? So just a minute.
Sir, why I'm saying because as per FEM formulation, uh, when
Yeah.
the node is fixed, so UI and theta will be 0 at that location. And therefore, the moment and shear force component will also be 0.
So yeah, so I'm going to answer. Okay, so let us say, so you have a problem. It could be something like this. Yeah, so let's say this is a problem you are solving. Yeah, so this problem would be something like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So if you have to find out the reaction, first what you will do, you are going to number it, right? So you have degree of freedom 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we did. Yeah. Okay, and you will have k u equal to f, where k is 4 by 4, u is 4 by 1, f is 4 by 1, right? So in this case, U will be equal to 0. So 0 here, and then there is some value here. So let's call it uy2. Then theta 3 is 0, and then you have theta 2. Right? So this is what that is. So reaction is only 1 and 3. So wherever you have 0 U, reaction will be there. Means where U is given, reaction will be there. So first you find out what is the value of U. So what you will get here. So F you is going to find out. So F will be what? F here will be reaction forces, right? So you will have there will be reaction force here. So let's call this one. Along this there will be R1, right? Along this one will be M1, which is going to the reaction force. Reaction force is along this is the rotational degree of freedom. Hence, the displacement here is theta. Displacement here is theta, right? And hence, corresponding force will be moment, right? And hence, your force in this case is what? Force in this case is simply R1. Yeah. Then you have this will be R1 because this displacement is 0. So there will be reaction because of that. So R1 is here. Then this force is, let's call this one as P. P is downward. Hence you will have minus P here. Third is will be reaction, which is, so you can also say R2 basically. So let's call it R2. Yeah, you can also say R2 because not R2 but R3, sorry. So call it R3 because this is along the this R3. This is because along the third degree of freedom, which actually is the moment as the first node. So minus P then becomes R3, and then you have along this one, there is no moment given here, so it will be 0. Right? So out of which, what do we know? We know this one and this one. We don't know this and this. Yeah. So now you have this problem, right? So this K11 to K14.
So this is clear.
Right? Clear now?
Sir, but the doubt is that if you know the essential boundary condition, at that location weight function will be 0.
Right.
So weight function will be this R1 because V0 and M0 will be 0. So when we draw the force vector, in that condition, this value will be 0, moment and force. In that point of view, I'm saying because.
Yeah, but like earlier also we have done that. So will be 0, but still in force vector you have to add R. Reaction you have to add.
The way we do in heat transfer case.
Right.
Okay, right.
There you did no. So you made it 0, but you also added R there.
Okay, right, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So similarly you do it. Yeah. Okay. Any other question, guys? Yeah, so beam basically beam problems are actually easy to formulate and all, So let us say your problem is something like this. So this is a beam like this, and then you have a moment, just moment here. Okay, and then what will be the force? Yeah, so the force vector, if you have to find out, the F will be, just looking at it, you can do it. Yeah, so F will be, first you have this way upward. Yeah, so this is free, there's nothing there, right? So this is no force there, so you will have 0. After that, you have, this is the first one, this is second one. Here, there will be reaction because this one is fixed. Yeah, so you can say this is R2. Yeah, so let's just call it R2. Then you have R3. Not R3, but the third one is this. This is third one. And M is given in, M is the force in that direction, right? In along this degree of freedom. So this M is clockwise. So you will have minus M. Fourth is the here, right? So this is the fourth one. So again, this is fixed. So you will have here R4. Yeah. So this is your force vector. Displacement vector. So you can see here, this is 0, not 0. We don't know what that is, right? So you get uy1, we don't know. uy2 is 0 because it's fixed, so you will say 0. Third, again, we don't know because we have moment applied here. So you say θ1. And here θ2 is 0 because it's fixed, so this is 0. So you can see here that you see the relation. Wherever there is a 0, there will be R, reaction force. Yeah. So that means, and here values are given, M is given, and this is 0. So you can first find out this and this. Once you find out, then use Ku equal to F, and then you can find out R2 and R4 by this equation. First you have to find out, so you will remove. So you know that there will be K values the way we, so just right. Okay, so there will be a K value as we have usually earlier, so K1, K12 to K14 to K41 to K44. So you have that, and then you will have uy1 0 θ1 0 and is equal to 0 R2 minus M R4. And you know that here that you have to find out this and this because this is known. So that means this one you will remove. Yes, second one, this and this. Yeah, second and fourth one will go away. Sorry, second one. Yeah, true. Second and fourth will go away. So rest you are going to solve. So the rest one, which will be equal to K12 and K11, K13, K13, K33 multiplied by uy1 θ1 is equal to 0 minus M. And you can invert this to find out u1, u2. Once you have that, you put them back here, and then you multiply here, you get R2 and R5. So this multiplied by this will give you R2 and R4. This is how you find out the reactions. Yeah. Okay, so any other question?
Sir, I have a doubt in this.
Yeah.
Sir, in force vector, there is a term M, that is movement. Sir, R has the unit of Newton force. Then movement has the unit Newton meter. So, sir, how can I put these together?
Yes. Because already in your stiffness matrix, it is taken care of, no? See here, in order to find out the stiffness matrix, how do you do? So you have like this, yeah? And then you are fixing this one, and then you are having this, and right. Sorry. Yeah. So, and then what are you doing? So in order to find out the K11, you have applied a displacement here, which is equal to 1, so that this becomes something like this, and like this one. Yeah. And what force you get? The force here is 12 EI over LQ, and moment here, this is moment now. Yeah, so moment here is 6 EI over L square. Mind it, here LQ, here L square. No, so automatically taken care of all those, so this is 12 EI over LQ. Yeah, and then you have this moment, which is 6 EI over L square. So you can see here the what is this one and what is the difference between it. So if you see the units of this will be Newton per meter. You can see that EI will be, E is Newton per meter square, I is meter 4, so this becomes Newton meter square divided by meter cube, so Newton per meter. This one is Newton, just Newton. Okay, so why this one? See here, what is that? This one is EI. So this one is together this is Newton meter square, and divided by L square, the meter square, so it's Newton. But actually, this is what it is. This is Newton meter per meter. So this is basically tells you moment developed due to unit displacement here. Yeah. So this one is force developed here due to unit displacement here. Hence you have Newton per meter. This moment is moment induced here due to 1 meter of displacement here. So hence this is Newton meter divided by meter. Hence you have Newton basically. Yeah. So this automatically taken care of. This has already. Yeah. So and hence you have different things here. You even have term like 4 EI over L. So this term is when you have like this. So you are fixing like this, and here, and then you are rotating by theta 1 equal to 1. Yeah, and in that case, the forces, the moment that you need, this moment M1, which is equal to K33, is equal to 4 EI over L, and the moment which is induced here is 2 EI over L. Here it was LQ, here is L square, here it is divided by L. This is what? This one is, if you see the unit, this is Newton meter. Newton meter, both this is Newton meter. See, within the same Stephenson matrix, you have Newton per meter, Newton, the Newton meter, all things are there. Yeah, so hence it's already taken care of, because your displacement has both. Your displacement has, when you have U, you have meter, when you have theta, you have a radian. Yeah, so automatically it will be multiplied to the right unit, and finally it will be all right. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes, sir, got it, sir. The units are taken care in Stephenson matrix, and the problem in the problem as we would be given with that force, either movement, concentrated force or movement, we will directly put it in the force factor.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Even if you see the forces also when you calculate, so let's say this is a beam here, and you have distributed load here, right? So you have P naught, yeah, like this one. Okay, and if that is the case, then you will automatically see that because of this force, there will be the forces, only because of this one, if you have to calculate the force, then you will see that automatically this will take care of. How? So if this is a P naught, which is in Newton, let's say it's Newton per meter, let's say it's like this, yeah. So then if you calculate the F because of that, so you will see automatically this will be something like this, will be equal to this, if it is from here to L, will be P naught L divided by 2, yeah, P naught L divided by 2, yeah, and then it will be P naught L square over 12 and minus P naught L square over 12. Okay, so just see the difference. The Newton is P naught in Newton per meter. Now this one will be Newton per meter multiplied by meter. So this will be Newton. So this is Newton, this is Newton. Here, this will be Newton meter. This is Newton meter. So because of this load, automatically this one, since you have this, the first one as a force, this is 1, 2 as a force, and this one 3 and 4 as moments. Hence automatically force vector, these two are forces, these two are moments automatically. Yeah, so you see here, these are forces and these are moments. Yeah, so automatically taken care of. So these are degree of freedom basically. So basically what you see here is automatically all these things are taken care of. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? Any other question, guys? So all these things are also covered, was covered during your solid mechanics classes, you know. So this course may sound difficult if you have no background in solid mechanics, or if you don't remember solid mechanics, you know. Although we try to make it such a way that you don't need to. So I revised all of this. Whatever was required, I started from the scratch and did it. Yeah. So because of that, you will see that there's a lot of content. Basically, a lot of content into only because of giving you background. So a lot of things was repeated. So actual finite element, if you have seen, it is almost the same in all the cases what we did, given the strong form. So you have the strong form. From that, you go to the weak form. And from there, you have the shape function and all, right? And then we formulate into Ku equal to F type. So this is the main objective, to get this matrix system. Yeah, and that is because of the shape function. Actually, you can say the test function as a shape functions, and this you put it here, and then you get that. The shape functions, because of this, has polynomial, so we just fit it, and we get this kind of system. That's it. Yeah. So in all of them, it's like that only. So actual thing that we apply there is very a small thing basically. Yeah. So based on the problem, we just change shape function or test functions. Where if the problem has a vector as a solution, then test function becomes a vector. when it is 1D, we have 1D test function. When the problem is 2D, we have 2D test function. When we our test function has some significance with respect to this slope, as we have seen in the beam, then accordingly we also test the test function, also change the weight function as well. So weight function also always behaves like the test function only. So this is what we have been doing. Yeah. Additionally, if you know the mechanics and all, that helps as we tried. So basically here you don't need to actually derive the way using the mathematics. So even like you can apply simple mechanics to find out the case. Like if you know that if you have this kind of arrangement, means when you have this from to here, u y equal to 1, then whatever force is induced, you know that if that is the case, the force here induced that you need to do it is 12 EI over LQ. So that you know basically. Along with that, you also need the moment, which will be 6 EI over L square. And once you have that, automatically to have this in balance, you will need vertical force here, which will be F2. So I will actually write this way only, F2 equal to minus 12 EI over LQ. And similarly, the moment you need here, we call it M2, will be equal to 6 EI over L square. So during your solid mechanics class, you must have studied this, exactly these ones, like when you have this kind of system. So here also you have fixed like this. Yeah. So these are the fixed end moments and forces and moments. So since you know that this is because of the one, so in fact, what happens if you have if y is not equal to 1, let's say I have said here 1, no 1. Yeah? So you have just uy here. Then what is the value of f1 then? You just multiplied by uy. That's it. See, this will be multiplied by uy. This will be multiplied by uy. This is multiplied by uy. Yeah. So that it tells that if you have your uy displacement here, the force will be proportional to uy. So force will be 12 EI uy over LQ. Moment will be 6 EI times uy over L square, and so on. So everywhere ui will be multiplied. When ui equal to 1, so obviously this becomes 1, this becomes 1, this becomes 1, this becomes 1. So all this is coming from your solid mechanics only. Yeah, and we are looking at it from different perspective. Yeah, so we are just making it u equal to 1, and then f1 becomes k11, right? So basically k11 equal to f1 over uy is equal to 12 ei over lq. Yeah, and similarly k12 is equal to m1 over uy, which is equal to 6 ei over L square. Yeah, so this is how you get. Yeah. Just note, guys, I will just get the charger, okay? So just wait, please. Yeah, any other question, guys? Any other question? So do you think there is one more live session required sometime? Yeah, yes or no? Do you want one more live session? Maybe on Friday? If you want, then we will do, otherwise not. So if you want to study, for example.
Yes, sir.
You want or not?
Yes, sir.
So is 2 o'clock is fine on Friday?
No, sir. On Friday we have an exam. It will be
On
better
Friday
on
you have
Thursday.
exam.
Yes, sir. On Thursday it will be better.
Thursday 2 o'clock is good for everybody? Or 3 o'clock?
Yes, sir, it will be fine.
Yes. Yes, sir. Fine.
So Thursday, 2 p.m. is fine. Okay. So not 3 o'clock, huh? Okay, we'll say 2 p.m. So we'll have next live session. Okay, which will be the which will be the last one, last live session as well. It'll be coming Thursday. Okay, so coming Thursday, 2 p.m. we will have. Okay. Yeah. So in the meantime, please study and then we can discuss. So any more question, guys? So whatever coming to my mind, I'm just explaining it, so, but unless you study, it will be difficult. Yeah. So finding the forces, or how the assessments are, how you find out the stiffness matrix, all those things should be very clear. Okay. So please go through all the materials. Okay. And in the next live session, you can ask questions from anywhere, from chapter 6 to 10. Okay, so whatever you could not understand, I will answer it. Yeah. Okay. 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 So if you have question, just let me know now. Otherwise, we will meet coming Thursday at 2 o'clock. Okay. Okay, guys. Then we'll see you coming Thursday then at 2 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See you. Bye bye.